Sarah Mock is live in Washington, D.C. with the latest. Sarah?
Well, thanks, Christina. Just right off the top, I do want to say, this flooding story still really is top of the agenda here in Washington. We're still hearing folks really prioritize it on the floor, both the Senate and the House. But trade is also kind of rising to the top today. We're seeing the president take really his most specific, trade-heavy day. He's actually on the Hill right now, as we speak, talking to Senate Republicans. He said he's going to talk to them about a number of issues, but we expect that trade is part of that, as we've heard reports that the kind of core of a meeting he's going to have later today in the White House is to build grassroots kind of momentum around passing that USMCA in the Congress. Now, of course, there's lots of concern about that passage simply because of the divided Congress right now. Of course, the House is democratically led. The Senate is currently led by Republicans. Some concern that, any kind of dispute, a lot of politics could get in the way of passage there. But there's also lots of concerns, rightly from both parties, about tariffs, about the fact that passing this deal has not seemed to been the impetus for the White House to really move ahead on removing tariffs from Canada and Mexico, nor is it clear whether, a trade deal with China would remove tariffs that we've seen on China go up. So there's lots of questions around what this means in terms of what a congressional passage of the deal will mean exactly, because I know a lot of folks, Chuck Grassley included, who's of course the leader of the Senate Finance Committee, the committee in charge of kind of shepherding that deal, who will be in charge of shepherding that deal through the Senate, says he wants to see those tariffs taken down, and that, the big impact of the USMCA will be undermined if those tariffs remain. But he's also the person who said that the president should threaten to withdraw from NAFTA if Democrats seem like they won't be willing to pass the USMCA. So, there's lots of kind of differing perspectives that we've seen in conversations about the USMCA, but what's clear today is the president is making a specific effort, not sending his aides, going himself to have these meetings with lawmakers and really push to get this thing passed and taken care of.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about flood relief. We're going to be talking about trade, and you even brought up the Green New Deal. So we have a lot to cover tonight on the Rural Evening News. Thank you so much, Sarah. Really appreciate you joining us. And stay with us. Meteorologist Tim Ross has your